Hey friends, I made my first 10,000 ringgit as a student, and no, this did not involve crypto, investment, dropshipping, or becoming a mega influencer. If you're watching this thinking, I want to make money but I'm scared my grades will suffer, or I don't even know where to start, then this video is for you. Welcome to my channel, and by the end of this video, you will know how you as a student can actually make money, how to land these opportunities without connections, and how to slowly graduate from being your family's financial parasite. I made you a little gift. It's a guide with practical, student-friendly money-making ideas, including tools you can actually use, and it's very straight to the point. If you want it, just subscribe and follow the steps in the description box to get your hands on it. I'll also be sharing many tips throughout this whole video, so don't skip too much. If you have a short attention span, timestamps and resources are in the description if you need them. So grab your boba and let's get started. Now, before you make your first dollar online, I want you to remember this one thing. Always deliver more than what you're paid for. As a student, let's be honest, you're a nobody in the market. No big name, no years of experience, and you don't have a fancy corporate title. So your advantage isn't experience, it is effort. When I first started, I didn't ask what's the minimum I can do for this amount of money. Instead, I asked myself, how do I make this client think I was underpaid? This mindset alone opened a lot of doors for me, and I got repeated clients as well as better rates. So keep this in mind throughout the entire video because this is very, very important. So my first income stream is actually freelancing. In simple terms, freelancing means you can sell a specific skill to a client project by project, and you're basically paid for the project you delivered. Your clients can be small business owners, YouTubers, coaches, or influencers who need help but don't want a full-time employee. Now you may think, I don't have expensive softwares, or I'm not talented, all that kind of stuff. So let me tell you the skills that I personally tried and the tools I use as a broke student. So I experimented 4 skills: video editing, script writing, graphic designing, and copywriting. If you're on a budget, take a screenshot of this table because all these tools that I've used are really student friendly. I've also included a column that says key areas to master, and these are like in a way, your marking rubric for the skill. Now here's how I actually went from beginner to paid. First, I entered what I call the try everything phase. I spent about 1 week on each skill, not to master it, but to test 3 things. 1, do I enjoy this? 2, can I improve quickly? 3, can I finish the projects without missing my assignment due dates? You cannot get hired without proof, and no one cares about your potential. They care about results, what you actually deliver, your projects. So I used my own YouTube channel as my portfolio. It showed how I edited the videos, used background music, and paced out the content. If you don't have a channel or you don't have any portfolio, it's totally fine. All you need to do is create 3 mock projects. It can be designing Instagram posts, editing videos, or write sample scripts. I look through Facebook groups and job boards every day. Of course, there are scams, so you need to be aware. I don't use Upwork or Fiverr. There are a lot of experts there, and I can't. So I use Facebook groups instead. If someone promises you an insanely high amount, you just need to be careful. One trick I used was adding a huge watermark until the payment was made. When I first started, I charged around 100 ringgit for a 2-minute video. Not crazy money, but the first payment really changed my confidence. I felt like, oh wow, I can actually earn money. So of course, once your skills improve, your rates should as well. Now, if you're a student with decent grades, you really don't want to skip the second method because this became my main income stream. And that is none other than tutoring. Tutoring was the most stable and flexible income I had as a student. And let me clear this up first. No, you do not need to be a straight A student to be a tutor, but you do need to be strong in the subject you're teaching because it's more convincing. So let's say if you scored an A in English, you can teach English. If you're good at math, go ahead and be a math tutor. I highly recommend online tutoring because You do not need to waste time commuting, and that really saves up a lot of time because you can use those time to complete your assignments or just literally procrastinate. When you're starting out, focus on preschool students, elementary or middle school students, because these parents care more about patience and clarity rather than fancy credentials. So to find students, I usually use Facebook groups or 小红书, because parents would post stuff like, I'm looking for a tutor, and all you need to do is message them and respond to their post. Say what you offer and what value you would bring. So provide the value up front. If you tell the parent that, oh, I'm offering a free trial lesson, they would be more keen on actually giving you a shot rather than, okay, you just need to pay for the first lesson. I would want to try out if this tutor suits my learning style, etc., rather than just jumping into, I need like 12 lessons straight. So let's talk about pricing. When I started, I charged around 40 ringgit per hour, and no, I didn't feel underpaid because at that stage I was being paid to gain experience, testimonials, and confidence. As my students improved and parents trusted me more, I slowly raised my rates. Again, everything comes with experience. Now, lesson planning. So this is what makes parents stay. Before the first lesson, I give a short assessment. I identify weak areas such as grammar, vocab, comprehension, and then I design lessons targeting those exact problems. Of course, after every lesson, I will provide feedback, mark assignments, and upload the notes into a shared Google Drive folder, because this alone makes you look professional, even as a student. Here are the testimonials that I've received. And yeah, always ask for feedback because it helps you improve faster and build trust. Congratulations, you made it to the final section of this video. I call it Other Ways I Made Money. I also did internships and I earned around 500 for my part-time internship and 1,000 for full-time ones. Yes, commuting takes time, but internships add something just as valuable. If freelancing or tutoring isn't your thing, you can also work as an event crew or a waitress. These jobs are flexible and they don't usually clash with your class schedules. So the key is choosing something that fits your life, not drain it. Because you're a student, while yes, working is important, but you deserve fun as well. Yes, you want to earn money, but you are a procrastinator. You procrastinate on your assignments. Let's be real. None of this works without time management. So please manage your time. Don't neglect your grades. Personally, I use Google Calendar religiously. I mark assignment deadlines in red. I schedule tutoring hours around them. And I always leave buffer time before the deadlines. Last minute edits happen. So this system, of course, saved my grades and my sanity. Money is useless if you burn out or fail your classes. Don't neglect your studies for money, especially if your parents are paying for your education.